Dear students, now in this video we'll start chapter number 4, that is atomic structure. Atomic structure means the structure of the atom. The atom you have already read in first chapter that it is the smallest particle which constitute matter. Everything around us is made up of very small particles called as atoms. Maharishi Kannad, he was a scientist. He has first coined the term Parmanu, and he has said that the matter is made up of very tiny particles and termed the name Parmanu for the particles which we call as atoms. John Dalton, was the first scientist who has proposed atomic theory in 1808. He was the first person to propose the atomic theory, and the main postulates of that theory was atoms are indivisible and indestructible. It means that you cannot divide the atom and you cannot destroy the atom. Atom is as it is. You cannot divide it into further parts and you can neither destroy the atom. Atoms of an element are identical. It means that if the atoms are of same element, suppose this is the atom of copper and there is another atom of copper, these two atoms will be equal in all the respects. Their physical and their properties will be same. Atoms of different elements are not identical. If the atoms are of different elements, like atoms, suppose I have written here copper and silver, they are atoms of two different elements, so they will be totally different from each other. They will not be similar in any respect. Atoms combine in whole number ratio. It means that suppose there are two atoms, hydrogen and oxygen, they combine in ratio 2:1 by volume, or 1:8 by weight. That is, the ratio is same by volume or by weight, and form a compound. It forms a compound, that is water. So atoms combine in whole number ratios to form the compounds. Atoms can neither be created nor destroyed. You can neither create an atom and neither you can destroy the atom. Atom is neither created nor destroyed because matter can neither be created nor destroyed. But some points are contradicted in the modern atomic theory, that atoms are divisible and you can destroy the atoms, because atoms can be divided into electron, proton and neutrons, and you can destroy it by nuclear processes like nuclear fission. And with the discovery of certain isotopes and isobars, these two points are also contradicted. That we'll deal later in the chapter. And now we come to the discovery of electrons. You can see in your books this diagram. Electron was discovered by J.J. Thomson. What he has done in this experiment, he has taken a discharge tube. This is a discharge tube in which he has filled air, and when he has connected to a high voltage battery to this apparatus, he has seen that no electricity flows through the air, because air is a poor conductor of electricity. Now what he has done, he has created a vacuum in this partially vacuum in this discharge tube. This is a tube to which air is expelled out and the pressure inside the tube has been decreased. Now when he has connected it to a high voltage battery, an electric discharge passed through the discharge tube. Now in this you can see there are two metal plates which are connected to the high terminals of a battery. The positive terminal, the metal plate which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, is called as anode, and the one which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery is called as cathode. You can see this is anode here and this is cathode. Now when he has passed the current through this discharge tube and is filled with air, or you can say when it is under low pressure, then he has seen that there is a glow inside, a greenish yellow glow, bright green glow inside the tube. It means that there is some rays were emitted from cathode to anode. Some invisible rays were emitted from cathode to anode, and that he has termed as cathode rays because they were emitted from cathode. Some rays were emitted from cathode that are called as cathode rays. And when he has applied the electric field around that rays, he has found that the rays deflect towards a positive plate. You can see this deflection here, curved lines, they are deflecting towards a positive plate. It means opposite attracts, so it means that there must be some negative particles in these cathode rays which constitute them. Therefore they are deflected towards positive plate, and he has termed these negative particles as electrons. Now you can see here the mass of an electron is 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg, and charge of an electron is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. negative sign is there because electron charges in negative minus, and symbolically we represent it like this, E negative. It is written as small e and the charge of the electron is negative. So these are numerical values of the mass and charge of the electron. The mass of the electron is very, very small, negligibly small. It is approximately equal to 0 because it is very small. So these are the charge and mass of the electrons, and this lead to the discovery of electrons, which is a very important particle present in the atom. Now, in the next video, we'll deal with the discovery of protons and the J.J. Thomson model of the atom.